Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's got you covered with all of the juiciest hot topics. And from Insurgent, part of the blockbuster Divergent movie series, Mekhi Phifer is here. Plus, we're sending another lucky Wendy watcher to fabulous Miami Beach. Now, here's Wendy.
Tickets are free. You're welcome to come if you'd like. I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Too much. But too much is never enough. Thank you, I appreciate it, but I want to get to all my stories. Now, Mariah, Carey, if you're watching, I need you to do something. I need you to go in the other room for about 5 minutes. I've got something to say. I want you to stay away from the windows, stay away from sharp objects. Just go to the other room and then come back in 5 minutes, okay? Because you don't want to hear what I'm going to say. Okay, Nick Cannon reportedly has moved on in terms of having a girlfriend. Now, we've seen him around town with a lot of different women, but apparently he's been dating the supermodel Jessica White for the last few months. Well, I mean, it's always nice when people move on. I just wish that Mariah would move on also so that she wouldn't have to be so, you know, the long-suffering almost ex-wife. Now, the divorce is not finalized. And according to what people were saying, Nick has kept his relationship with Jessica secret because he wanted to be respectful to Mariah. And I'm like, oh, all of a sudden, he wants to be respectful. We've seen you around town with everybody from Eddie Murphy's ex to Amber Rose on Valentine's Day. Like, Nick, where was Jessica on Valentine's Day? Why were you at the Tavern on the Green with, I don't understand it. But no, that's not the coup de grace. If you're familiar with Jersey, then there's this town called Montvale. And Montvale is so far out of the city, and nobody lives there except for married people with kids, like it's the settled suburbs. It's really not a place for a bachelor to live. But anyway, apparently, they were recently spotted, Jessica and, my mouth is watering. Jessica and Nick were spotted at the AMP near the house. And also, Jessica has already met the twins. Mariah would have a fit if she knew this story. And unfortunately, it's in the New York Post. So, I'm sorry, Mariah, but I told you it is time for you to get out there and date. And Nick, I'm very disappointed in you. Nick, I'm really disappointed in you because I thought that you were smarter than that to introduce a woman you've only been dating for 3 months to your children. You know what I mean? But that's something I think that men do, and some women. And it's a big mistake, you know. The kids are old enough to remember and to ask questions and stuff. I think that the rule should be 1 year. The 1 year rule. And even then, when you introduce, there should be no sleepovers until after the kids go to bed. Okay? And as long as he's out by morning, You know, great. Do I think that this is a lasting relationship with Nick and Jessica? No. She's had broken engagements before. She dates around a lot. You know, these very short relationships. She started dating Sean Penn right after he got divorced from, you know, his wife. Oh, yeah, she mixes it up. You know, she's down with the swirl. But here's what she said, though, on her social media, because we're nosy. She goes, Mariah, cover your ears. Soon I'll be in his arms. Damn, I can't wait. 2 minutes is way too long. Hashtag him. If I were Mariah, I'd be upset by this. I'd be upset that he introduced the children. I would be upset that he's moved on and apparently has had this girlfriend. And they say that the reason that we've seen him with so many women, you know, since separating from Mariah is because he's trying to throw us off the trail. He's only being seen with those women. His real girlfriend is Jessica White. But he doesn't want to be disrespectful to Mariah by having, I guess, a new love because the divorce is not finalized. Now, I'm sure that he's not asking for money in the divorce. I mean, this could be one of those clean divorces because he's got his money, not as much as hers, but certainly he's got enough money, you know, that he does. You know, if you want to make it uncomplicated, then everybody just go their separate ways and you work out custody. But, all right, Mariah, come back. Ariana Grande apparently has one rule when it comes to picking her backup dancers. They can't be hotter than her. Suzanne. They can't be hotter than her. You know, first of all, we have to realize that this would be something that an insecure 21-year-old thinks. You know what I mean? That you can't have hot. Do you know people who only have unattractive friends because they want to be the hottest in the group? Do you remember those reindeer games? Like, I mean, I get it. But, you know, as a woman of a particular age, I think that we find that those stupid schoolgirl things are so stupid, but they're almost rite of passage. You're allowed to be stupid when you're younger. Ariana's a performer. It was mentioned in our morning meeting that, you know, well, why would she want to have background dancers as hot or hotter than her? So nobody's focusing on them. I said, well, Beyonce manages to achieve that. Beyonce's background dancers are very nice looking. But you're not staring at them, you're staring at Beyonce. You glance at the background singers. Ariana, though, of course, is a lot younger than Beyonce, so she doesn't quite get that. But I do think that there is something to that, you know. I understand what she's saying. And maybe when you're an entertainer like that, that's how you want it, because you want all attention to be on you. I know, I like to be the tallest. That's all I like. Don't try to out-tall me. You know? But I know, like in my business, you know, I'm not on stage dancing on account I can't. But as a businesswoman, I like to have attractive people around me. I like to have attractive, well-put-together people, because when people go into business meetings and they're representing me, I like them to be smart. I like them to have all their teeth. They, you know, my thing is, you know, and I'm not a body shamer. You don't have to have the best body, but you've got to know how to put on a wrap dress and pull it together and get a little makeup on, like that. So then when people go out and they say, well, where do you work? And they say, I work at Wendy. And people look like, oh, right, yeah. So, but she's young, she's insecure. How you doing? All right. So, the rumors are in full swirl that Sean Penn and Charlize Theron are planning a wedding. But here's the gag. The gag is, according to OK Magazine, Sean wants a small, secret wedding, since this is his third wife. Remember when he married Madonna, there were helicopters flying overhead, and it was just a whole scene, a giant wedding. And I don't know what he did for his second wife, but I guess they might have had a big wedding too. And now he's had it. In the meantime, this is her first wedding, and she reportedly thinks that she deserves the big day, the wedding of her dreams. And you know, And I don't care about weddings. You know I don't care about weddings, but that's not me. That's not my husband saying that. That's me saying that, and that's the way it is. But I do feel as though a girl's wedding day is for her parents first, because they're the ones who, had you, watched you grow up, and even if they're paying for it or not, I think that the real stars of the day are the parents beaming. But then I also think that the second person, that it's for is for the woman, the bride. And I think it's kind of selfish of Sean. The wedding day is not for the man. All you do is show up on time. You don't have to come with me to taste cakes. You don't have to pick the menu. You don't have to do anything. So if I were Charlize, what I would do is insist on having this wedding. I know that he wanted to donate whatever money that would be spent on a wedding, if you did it small, to charity. But you both have money. Why don't you donate the money to... Listen, girl, you have enough money to donate that amount of money to charity and also have the wedding. And you can have all these wedding planners, so you never have to bug him for anything, going to see catering, nothing. But you should have the wedding, and hopefully this disagreement will not be the demise of you all's relationship, because I think you're one hot couple. I think your sex is probably on time. They look like they have an excellent love life, Okay, Bruce. Oh, my God. They're moaning and throwing tomatoes. Bruce, all right, finally one of the Kardashians is actually speaking out about Bruce's transition. Now, people in the family have said vague things, but they've never used the man-woman word in the statement. But Kendall, the model, she spoke to Us Weekly magazine, and here's what she said. She said, "I love my dad. He's a wonderful man. And just because he's changing shoes now, so to speak, doesn't make him less wonderful. I will always love my dad, whether he's a man or a woman." Yeah, that's good. Well, so she spoke out, and that's great. I'm only doing this story for you. I so don't care anymore. I mean, we've seen so much of Bruce and his nails and everything that even if he did do the reality show, which he was supposed to do it and was supposed to air in May, but now it's on delay, I don't know when it's going to come out, I won't be a watcher. You know why? Because I don't care. Like, they've lost my attention. No, I'm curious, but they've lost my attention. It's like that Ramona Singer in the New York Housewives. Now she wants to write a tell-all book. She's in the process of doing it about Mario's affair. But guess what? It's too late. You should have struck while the iron was hot. And back to Bruce. My thought with Bruce, all right, first of all, that's what Kendall is saying, but then he's on the cover of People magazine, and the big article is Family Divided. So I read the article before I came out here, and on Bruce's side are his sons and Kendall. That little Kylie, who is his daughter, the one with the lips and the black boyfriend, who's dating her underagely, allegedly. Right. They're on Team Chris. And in the article it was saying that the people who are on Team Chris feel like Bruce abandoned them after the divorce, which, that's probably somewhat true. I could see that. Bruce is very, Bruce seems like a great guy, but you can kind of see the selfish side of him also. Like, clearly we've seen him around, with the ATV, getting in the car accident, the cigarettes and the nails and things like that. But something is a disconnect when a father has not when a father does not have his school-age daughter in school, and letting her at 17 years old sit in the company of a 25-year-old rapper. And the boobs are looking bigger, and, I don't know what is going on with Kylie, but Bruce, you really do need to put this whole transition thing on pause, until your daughters are together and well and straight. So, no, I'm not on Team Chris, but I'm also not on Team Bruce. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. And I'm nosy. And I can't believe my team was gagging when I said I don't care about watching the Bruce reality show when it comes out. Because thanks to the internet and People magazine and people like that, we don't need to watch the show to follow the bouncing ball, you know? I don't care anymore. Yeah. So Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were quite the stars at their kids' soccer game. Yeah, apparently they started making out with wild tongue and everything in front of all the parents and the kids. Onlookers were saying it was so distracting, nobody could watch the game. Yeah, my kid could get hurt. He could get a ball in the head and have a concussion, and look, just lay there until I finish watching this over here, you know? Right? You know, I like PDA. I don't mind it at all, but not at a children's sporting event with the other parents. I think that's highly inappropriate, you know? And I was like, oh, why couldn't they just do that in the car? Or, you know, something. Like, it's just very... Clap if you think it's okay to make out at the soccer game. Wow, what a nice-looking man. Yes. Well, you all are a mess. And I just, you know, I like PDA, but I think, and I found out, and my Norman, the black one, agrees, the reason that I bet you they did that was to dispel the rumor that was splashed all over the cover of last week's Inquirer magazine saying divorce with both of them. Yes. So by going to the soccer game and kissing, now you're protesting too much, is what I think. Well, what's going on? And you know I love my magazines. There are a lot of juicy stories in the monthlies. Don't worry about it, because Wendy's got you covered. Hit it! Okay. The very beautiful Julianne Moore is on the cover of Harper's Bazaar. Pretty woman, right? And nice cover, you know, the pink and then her red hair and stuff. Anyway, inside she's talking about learning to say no as she gets older and that she loves it, you know. Like, do you know how E does that red carpet thing with that nanny cam where you crawl your fingers in? They asked her to do that at a recent award show and she said, no, you know, I don't even know how to walk my fingers on the red carpet. They asked her to twirl around. She said, no, not in a nasty way, but just in a, you know, no, I'm not going to do it. And then she went on. And I think learning how to say no is something that you get when you get older because you're so busy being a people pleaser when you're younger. And sometimes you have to go along to get along when you're younger in order to get to the station in life where you want to be. I know that's one of the best things to me about, you know, reaching my milestone of 50 and then beyond is that I've learned to say no more than yes. You know, and furthermore, if you don't go along with my no, then I just cut you out of my life. Or this is, no, yes, no. I'll give you a perfect example. Over the summer, one of my girlfriends in the town invited me over for lunch. And she was inviting, you know, a few of the girls. Some I knew and some I didn't know. But there was one particular woman that I do know who I don't particularly care for. You know, I know that she talks behind my back. Yes, about, you know, me doing the show and how, you know, and how sometimes I don't have time to be as participatory in bake sales and all that stuff at the school. Like, I'm beyond those years. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't like this woman, but my friend invited her over, and I said, well, if she comes, then I'm not going to be there. And so I wasn't saying to my friend that I don't want to be your friend. I was like, I don't like this bee, and I don't want to be at your house. And my friend got upset with me, and I said, okay, well, then our friendship is over, and I never liked her, so you all go and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, just To me, saying no and dismissing people is just like a second nature as you get older. Wouldn't you agree, some of you older girls? Yes. And I love the power of the word, no. Okay, now, Kelly Rowland is on the cover of the new Essence magazine with her husband and their baby. The baby's name is Titan. Titan. Why do people give it, no disrespect, but why do people give people their kids names that are like impossible to live up to unless, I mean, like if the kid doesn't become great, it's like Chris Brown's baby's name is Royal. Like that's a lot, it's a lot to live up to. Like I'm glad that I have a random name named Wendy. Nobody expected nothing out of me. You know? Anyway, inside, Kelly is saying that she is on her road to happiness. She said it's not easy, but now she's surrounded by so much love. She says that her husband and her baby are her priority. That's what we all say when our kids are really, really young and it's all so new. Can we talk? Here's my philosophy. My philosophy is that if mommy's not happy, baby will never be happy. And you know, I just think, you know, it's a nice cliche to say, you know, my number one priority, you know, my family, but I think your number one priority is supposed to be, you know, you first, not in a selfish way, but in a way like I went back to work when Kevin was only 3 months old and we put him in the Goddard School. And don't call the cops. I know that a lot of mothers want to stay home, you know, for a long time and whatnot. But, you know, I was very competitive on the radio. Girls were gunning for my job. And I had to get back to work. And and if I wasn't a working mom, if I wasn't working at this particular point in my life, and that particular, I mean, my goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, you know, but I can't right now. But, you know, if mom is not happy, and something tells me she'll get over this and then she'll be back on the X Factor or back in the studio or something like that and learn how to do everything at one time, the husband and whatnot. Anyway, beautiful baby Kelly. Nice thought and good luck. And that, by the way, is Wendy's Got You Covered. Thank you. Do you watch Marriage Boot Camp? Clap if you watch it. I can't. Okay, good. Well, it's not my show, but it might be my show, because some of the most notorious reality stars on TV are going to Marriage Boot Camp to help their relationship in the new season. It's our hot clip of the day. Yep, I got you. Roll it.
This is your bathroom.
Ripped from the tabloids.
Every day, there's like some new evidence.
A scandal so controversial.
He had sex with a transsexual.
And explosive.
You sick.
It could bring the whole boot camp to its knees.
You can't do this to people.
I'm done.
I'm so tired of talking about my feelings all the time.
I don't give a about this camera.
I'm packing my bags.
You will be apologizing, bitch. I don't apologize for no one understands.
This has been the hardest thing I have ever had to do.
Oh my God.
It's worth a checkout. It's worth a look-see. Marriage Boot Camp premieres this May on WeTV. Keep clapping, everybody. We've got more show for you. From the new movie Insurgent, our friend is back, Mekhi Phifer. Yeah, ladies love him. Plus, today, a lucky audience member is going to have a chance to win a fabulous trip to Miami. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Lookalike. So grab a snack. Come on back. Welcome to my favorite day of the week. On an all-new Wendy, your Monday just got a little better with a supersized dose of hot topics. And new huge discounts only for my Wendy watchers. I love trendy at Wendy.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. It is time for Celebrity Lookalikes. I love this. Our first celeb lookalike comes from Nicole J., who watches The Wendy Show on KRIV in Spring, Texas. Nicole thinks that she looks like Jada Pinkett Smith. So let's take a look at the real Jada Pinkett Smith. All right, Nicole, bring it. Oh my gosh. Right? That's a good one. That's a good one. And congratulations on your wedding day. Why are you giving the screw face, though, on your wedding day, Nicole? Okay. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Summer S., who watches The Wendy Show on KTTV in Essex, California. Summer thinks that she looks like Angelina Jolie. Okay, here's the real Angelina. All right, Summer, let's see what you got. No. You're a very beautiful girl. I don't know, clap if you think she looks like. Okay, a few people. Your lips are better than hers. And you're a very beautiful girl, but nah. Okay. Thanks, Summer. Our next celeb lookalike comes from Danny W., who watches The Wendy Show on WTTG in Suitland, Maryland. And Danny thinks that he looks like Idris Elba. Well, here's the real Idris. All right, Danny, let's see what you got. Bad. You're a nice-looking man, but you're no Idris Elba. You are Danny, and that's good enough for me. Okay. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Amaris B., who watches The Wendy Show on WJBK in Detroit, Michigan. Amaris thinks that she looks like Jordan Sparks. Here's the real Jordan Sparks. Now let's take a look at Amaris. Oh, my gosh. Yes. As a matter of fact, you are a dead ringer to me. Yes, that's a good one, Amaris. Okay, our last one comes from Elva F., who watches The Wendy Show on KDFW in Irving, Texas. Elva thinks that she looks like the beautiful Kris Jenner. So let's take a look at the real Kris. That's a hard one, Elva. Let's see what you got. Yes! 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 Gee, that must be a hard life for you, Elva, walking around looking like one of the most hated women on TV. People throwing tomatoes everywhere you go. Thanks. You know, I love celebrity lookalikes. If you have, you or someone you know looks like a celebrity, please go to wendyshow.com. Sharing is caring, I like to say. Up next, the super talented and very handsome Mekhi Phifer is here, so don't go away. Is known for his roles in ER and Soul Food and 8 Mile, one of my favorite movies ever. And now he's starring in a new movie called, in the new Insurgent movie. Take a look.
Gentlemen, Amity welcomes you. To what do we owe the pleasure?
This isn't really a social call, Joanna. We're looking for divergence.
I see. Well, of course, anything we can do to help.
I need you to volunteer your faction to be tested.
You're exceeding your jurisdiction.
Now, Joanna, what happened to that Amity politeness? The easy way or the hard way? It's up to you.
Please welcome our friend Mekhi Phifer. Take the boy out of Harlem, but you definitely entered like Harlem.
Take off this hat.
Welcome.
How you doing? All right.
Welcome home.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, Harlem is where he was born, but now he's all Hollywood.
I'm Hollywood with it, you know, but I'm always New York.
Yes.
I'm always New York. New York is the essence.
We've talked before about your love of the West Indian food here, and that they don't do it that way out there.
They don't do it the same way.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You can't beat the Jamaican food in New York.
Yes, yes.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
You look good.
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you.
You look lovely.
Yeah,
as always.
Thank you. You look happy.
I am.
And your skin is glowing. And no, I sit close to these stars, okay? I can tell you, I've seen some bad skin. Your skin is glowing, and your hairline is full still.
Listen, Wendy, if my line ain't right, my mind ain't right.
Yeah,
I gotta have my line right.
Yes. So I take it your marriage is going well?
Yeah, life is good, man. You still got the ring on.
Yes.
It's still shining.
Yes.
You know, gotta show love to the institution.
I love your wife's gown there.
Wow, look at that.
It's sexy. So now, how long has this been going on, the marriage?
Well, I've known my wife for 16 years.
Oh.
But we've been married for 2.
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yeah. And your sons, how are they doing?
They're doing great. They're thriving, getting big. Oh, they're the young bloods. Look at them.
I just want to sop them up with gravy. They're adorable, both of them. And then you have another son who...
No, those are my only 2 kids.
Only 2 kids?
Yeah. Don't be putting them on me.
I thought you had... Why I think you have 3 sons?
Take it easy. Nah, just 2.
Okay. How old are those boys?
15 and 7. He was a little... That was maybe about a year or 2 ago.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's your son with your ex-wife, Melinda Williams.
Yes.
Our friend, remember, she used to be on Soul Food as well.
Yes.
Are you a strict father?
You know, I mean, I'm stern but fair.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think, you know, when you raise young boys, you know, you got to have discipline and accountability. So, you know, so there's a little bit of strictness, but we do all the fun things that the dad is supposed to do with his kids.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Was your dad around when you were growing up?
No, I never met my father.
So then you're winging it.
I'm winging it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've had some great examples. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people that were role models and things like that in my life, and my uncles were great family men. So, you know, I learned, you know, by watching other people, you know, succeed in their families and things like that.
Now, you've always kept the job. You're like the kind of star that I think is in the perfect sweet spot, you know, not too big where you get hassled, but not small, and you keep a job.
Right.
We were talking earlier this week about the situation at Little Blue Ivy Carter's preschool, where Jay-Z and Beyonce send her to school with 3 bodyguards and 2 cars. And
she's cute, though.
She's adorable, but some people say that that's really excessive. Now, do you have a scene at your school?
No, not at all. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure that they're doing what's best for their kids. You know, I know that they're great parents, you know, so, I mean, if there's security issues for them, I mean, you know, you want to make sure your family's protected.
Yes.
But, nah, with me, I mean, nah, my kids are straight, you know, and nobody bothers me.
Do they stand?
Life is good.
So everybody seems to be either guest starring or in the future will guest star on Empire. And I heard that you and Oprah and some other people are some of those people.
Well, you know, if it comes down to pipeline and you know, the script is great, which I'm pretty sure it will be because it's a great show. Yeah, I definitely go in there and have some fun. You know, it's a good show, you know. Yeah, absolutely. It's a dope show. Real good cast.
Yeah. Do you watch outside of Empire, which you obviously watch? Do you watch reality TV? Like, what's your deal when you turn on TV?
Not really. I mean, you know, I watch interesting reality TV for me. Like, I like shows like Bar Rescue, you know, things like that, you know, that I can watch at home with the wife on a lazy Sunday. You know, something that I TiVo. And Judge Mathis is a good friend of mine, so I watch the judge all the time.
We've talked about that. They met on an airplane one time.
Yeah, that's right.
And they've been friends since
And he married me.
And he married them.
Yeah.
Is that just so random but interesting? Right? All right. Now let's talk about this Insurgents, these 2 movies. Because last time you were here, you were promoting the first one.
Right.
And I told you, wow, that's a good thing you got your wagon hitched to something that looks like it's going to be a franchise.
Absolutely.
And then that first one went on and made over $200 million.
Yeah, close to 300,
close to 300. And there's some fantastic people in it, including Naomi Watts, Octavia Spencer, and Kate Winslet.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of great people.
But thank God you didn't get killed off.
I know, you can't be killing a brother. You know, typically a brother might get killed. But, You know, luckily they like me over there.
And so now here you are for the second one, and your role, I understand, is bigger. So tell us about the movie.
Okay. Well, Insurgent is, part 2 installment of the Divergent series, and basically in the first one we were setting up the world and setting up what these 5 factions actually mean to everybody in society. And in the second one, we basically off to the races running. In the first one, I'm more of a taskmaster, doling out tasks for the initiates. And in this one, we're on the hunt. We're really on the hunt for divergence.
Nice. Right. Now you play you play a bad guy. Is it fun to play a bad guy?
It is. I mean, the moral compass goes out the window. You don't have to be locked into morality in the same way. But I think my character's a little complex. I don't feel like he feels like he's a bad guy. I think that he's doing what he feels is right to have society thrive in this sort of post-apocalyptic dystopian world.
Yes, yes. And there will be a third one. Have you heard?
There will be a third.
So the money
start shooting very, very soon.
The money will keep rolling in.
Just keep
the
on
boys
flowing.
are getting bigger.
The boys are getting bigger.
The marriage is solid.
The marriage is solid.
And you're looking good, Mekhi Phifer.
Likewise.
Clap it up for Mekhi Phifer. Insurgent hits theaters tomorrow. We'll be right back. Nice. Welcome to my favorite day of the week. On an all-new Wendy, your Monday just got a little better with a supersized dose of hot topics. And new huge discounts only for my Wendy watchers. I love trendy at Wendy.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
We're back. Time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well.
I love you. So my name is Melissa, and here's my problem. I've been going on a couple of dates with this guy, but there's absolutely no chemistry. But the other day I met his friend, and sparks flew.
You are so dramatic with your delivery.
Do you think I'm wrong if I pursue his friend?
Well, you're not wrong, because if you broke up with the guy you've been seeing, and you only went out on a few dates, you're not wrong. The wrong person would be the friend for going out with you.
So he's the wrong one.
Yeah, and believe me when I tell you, if you establish a relationship with the friend, all he's going to want to do is hook up with you. He's not going to want to bring you out of the house, because guys are pigs, you know what I mean? Like, he'll take your sex.
I was wondering if, maybe he's setting me up.
All right, you're not all pigs.
Most of y'all a little porky.
But exactly. So he will have the sex with you, but you will not get girlfriend status with him.
I want the status.
Well, you're not going to get it there, dear. All right. Very well. How you doing?
Hi, Miss Wendy. How you doing?
Doing well.
My friend suggested that for our 22nd birthdays, we should buy each other gifts $200 or more.
Okay.
So I bought her a Michael Kors bag for $300.
Nice.
But she bought me a fake Coach bag. Wendy, I know for a fact this bag is fake.
How do you know?
I got it appraised at the coat store.
And what's your question to me? Because I've got an answer for you.
Should I tell her that I know it's fake, or should I just let it go?
No. This is what she's going to do. Watch. You know I'm good at hatching a plan. You're going to say that you were having a problem with the strap or a little bit of the hardware or something, and took it, and look, I told you I'm good at this, and took it into the store to have it fixed. Or you got nail polish on it to have it clean, and they told you. You understand?
I love it.
Got her. Yeah. We have time for one more. Come on.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Nim. How you doing?
How you doing?
So I met an Italian guy on Tinder last week, and we've been inseparable ever since.
What did you say? You met an Italian guy?
From Tinder last week.
Oh, okay.
And we've been inseparable ever since, and I kind of want to lose my virginity to him. He's leaving to Japan this weekend, and he wants me to come with him. So should I pack my bags and go?
Wait, now freeze. Hold on, young lady. He's going to Japan on business?
For a few months, for school.
Okay, and first of all, and how long have you been seeing him?
A week.
Oh, okay. First of all, my friend, he could be the killer.
That's what my friend said at home.
That's number one. You're not going to go to Japan, and you're not going to lose your virginity to him. When he comes back from Japan, and you all can resume seeing each other, then maybe give him your virtue. But you're not going to do that now, okay? You take care of yourself. I mean it. Pop quiz is next. Don't go far. So easy to get fabulous Wendy Show bling. Just go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. T-shirts, Diva fans, and my favorite mugs, plus more. Are you shopping? Miami Beach turns 100 this month, and to celebrate, we're giving away trips to lucky audience members. You know, Miami's a great place, Miami Beach, to vacation. They have beautiful people and beautiful beaches and cosmopolitan feeling about it. The architects from all around the world have really turned Miami Beach into an international hotspot with their modern designs. Okay, so let's meet our player. Come on. You're the player.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing? Who are you?
I'm Caitlin from Queens.
Okay, Caitlin, what do you do there in Queens?
Oh, a full-time nanny.
Very nice. Well, who's watching the kids now?
They're in school.
Oh, good. All right, Caitlin is playing everybody for round-trip airfare and a 5-night stay at the lovely Croydon Hotel. And they offer the ultimate experience for you with the rooftop decks and beautiful views of the city. Your prize, by the way, if you win, is worth $4,500. Ready? Okay. Here's your question, and it's being delivered to you by Miami Beach's one and only mayor, Mayor Philip Levine. How you doing, Mayor?
How you doing, Wendy? I'm standing here on magnificent Ocean Drive, Miami Beach. Here's your question. Miami Beach has the largest concentration in the world of what? A, Art Deco boutique hotels. B, orange groves. C, rollerbladers. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Miami Beach.
Okay, Caitlin, don't help her. She's not taking you if she wins. What's the answer?
I don't think it's rollerbladers.
Right.
I'm going to go with Art Deco Boutique Hotel.
Yes! Congratulations! You're going to Miami Beach. And to get you started, we are giving you this fantastic sunscreen and tanning kit for you from Miami Beach. Everybody keep it here. We'll be right back. Nice job. It's time to play Whose Face Is That? I love this game. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Sapphire. How you doing,
Sapphire?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. Love it. And where are you from?
Long Island.
All right. How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, we're going to show you a celebrity face, and all you have to do is unscramble the face and figure out who it is, and then we'll give you a nice prize, okay?
Okay.
You ready? All right. Show the face. Don't help her. Who's that?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
If you need a clue, I can tell you one.
Yes. Can I have a clue?
This face stole a homeless man's French fries in Times Square, New York City, after drinking too many strawberry daiquiris at the bar.
I have no idea.
I used to have a crush on him and have him hanging in my office, and I don't anymore.
I have no idea.
He's a bad boy.
I want to say Seth Rogen?
No. Okay. We'll give you the prize anyway. Here, you take it. I don't want to clunk my microphone. This, everybody, is Shia LaBeouf. And you are going home with a wireless audio system from iPhone. Congratulations. Of course, you can have a hug, and we'll be right back. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is one of my grocery shopping buddies. Oh my God. I want to thank Mekhi Phifer, my co-host, my studio audience. I love you for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Wendy. Wow.